Hi traders, this is David from Wave Trader. Today I want to show you what the Wave Trader system is really all about. All these times I've made recordings of my trades. They've usually been on currency pairs that you guys are familiar with, but I want to analyze three different trading vehicles today so that you will see that the Wave Trader system is versatile and you can use it for virtually anything that moves. I'm going to analyze Bitcoin. I'm going to analyze oil, WTI or Brent, and I'm going to analyze the stock market as well. I'm just going to choose one of them and analyze it for you guys to see. So you will see for yourself that as long as you have a very strong grasp on the Wave Trader system, you can trade anything. It doesn't have to be Forex. So we are going to start with the Bitcoin. Now I'm on the weekly chart. Let's go to the monthly and have a look at what we see. So Bitcoin really began to gain popularity from 2017 and peaked at 2017 somewhere in November. Okay, and there was this huge drop down and then it began to peak again. But being a technical trader, what I can just tell you directly is that on the monthly chart, from November 2015 rather, to November 2015 to November 2017, that's 2 years. Okay, we are going to take that as the first wave. All right, and then from November 2017 to 2019 of March, we'll take that as the second wave. That is on the monthly chart now. And starting from that March 2019 all the way to where we are now in September, we are going to assume we are in the third wave. Okay, just to make things simple. So right now, as far as I can see, the Bitcoin is bullish. So on the weekly chart, you can see here that from November 2018 all the way to 2019 of May, we had another series of waves. Okay, so we have the first wave here, this is the second wave, and this is a third wave. Okay, and now we are gyrating in a fourth wave. So you see that having a good understanding of Elliott wave can really help you in your trading decisions. So what do we see here? So if we are in the fourth wave, MACD has crossed in a dead cross, okay, but it's above the waterline, so I'm going to assume that we are still in a bullish situation. Remember what I've been saying recently about retracements. If we take the retracement of this the third wave, on this smaller Elliott wave here, you can see that the fourth wave is gyrating around the 38%, okay, and that's significant. So the 55% and the 38%, those are two very significant levels that price tends to respect, especially around the fourth wave. So we are going to keep our eye on this. If the market decides to go down further, then we know that the 50%, 55%, 62% areas are possible areas of reversal. But for now, on the weekly chart, price is hesitating around the 38%. So let's go down to the daily chart and see what we see. So on the daily chart, the fourth wave is more definable, and you can see that the market has been respecting this level. Okay, a strong area of support right from May 2019 all the way till September. The market has respected that area. So that's in the long run. Now we want to analyze and decide for ourselves what is going to happen. Okay, today is Sunday, 8th September. So I'm analyzing the market today to see what I can see so that by tomorrow on the 9th, I will decide how I'm going to trade the Bitcoin. Okay, so I go to the 4-hour chart now, and you can see more definition here. Okay, so the market is in a channel presently. So what I am seeing here right now is the market has retraced almost 50%. okay, of this move. So if I wanted to trade this, I will wait for this rundown to exhaust itself. Okay, so basically I'm looking for a wave bottom situation somewhere around the 50%, 55% area. In other words, somewhere around here. Okay, so what I'm looking for is for the market to turn around and for me to see MACD giving a golden cross and trending up. Okay, and it will help if I were to see this green arrow signifying a bullish situation. And if this is the first wave of this leg, then I'm going to assume that the market is in the process of the second wave. And now the second wave usually likes to go to somewhere in the 79% region. So the best way to face this trade is to wait, okay, on the 4-hour chart and wait for a move back up. Okay, so when the market gives me a wave bottom here, then I can place an order to buy. So that's the Bitcoin. Now I'm going to have a look at oil. Okay, so this is the Brent monthly chart. Okay, Brent crude oil. And the thing about Brent and WTI is Western Texas Intermediate. The thing about the two of them is that they move in tandem. They mirror each other. Now this is Brent. If I were to show you WTI, you can see it's almost the same thing. So I'm just going to analyze Brent, and then this is natural gas. So I'm going to analyze Brent. Okay, so whatever goes for Brent goes for WTI basically. Then I'm going to analyze natural gas. So the monthly chart for Brent, you can see that right now we are in a downtrend. Okay, we are just going to assume, and rightly so, that this is a wave top on the monthly chart. So right now currently we are in a downtrend, and the most current candle, what we are seeing there is a retracement. And because of what I've been saying recently about the 55% retracement area being a very strong area to note, you will notice that this is respecting it. So I'm going to go down to, okay, MACD has crossed and is trending down. Okay, and we have this red arrow here signifying that there is a crossover of the EMA 25 and 5. So let's go to the weekly and have a look. This is the weekly chart. So we are still currently in the downtrend, right? So what you see here is a retracement of this move. Price is still down. Okay, there was a wave top here, price came down, went up, creating another wave top situation here, came down, now it's retracing. So I want to show you the power of the 55% and 60% retracement area so that you will understand for yourself how powerful this is. Now if I were to take this level down to this point, when price began to retrace it, you will see that the price halted, showing a very unique hammer bar at the 62%. So basically, if you had placed a sell limit order at the 55% area here, or even the 62, you would have entered this trade and made all this profit down here. So let's have a look at the second one. Now, what about this place? We'll take it from the third level right up to where price retraced here. What happened? You can see that exactly at the 62%, the market reversed again. So that means when the retracement began, if you had placed a sell limit order here to sell, you would have been taken in for a good profit. Okay, so let's have a look at this one now. So taking it from, well, you can take it from this point because this is a wave top here as well, but I would like to take it from here instead. So you can see now, you can begin to understand that it makes sense to consider that the 55% area or the 62% is a logical area for the market to turn here, and I placed an alert there to let me know. So let's go down to the daily chart and see it properly. So on the daily chart, you can see what is going on here. Okay, the market is it's in a downtrend, but it keeps retracing, okay, and showing a lot of fluctuations. So, but I'm not worried about the fluctuations. I'm not worried about the what the so-called analysts are saying on TV. All I see is what the market is telling me. So I'm waiting for a retracement here. Okay, one moment, my computer is hanging on me. What's up with you? One moment, guys, my laptop is being funny. Anyway, so we are waiting for the retracement here. Okay, so at 62.65, I expect the market to retrace, to stop the retracement and begin to head on down, and that is when I will go in for a sell. Okay, so let's have a look at natural gas here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My one of the keys of my laptop, the left mouse actually hooked. So yes. Okay, so if we were to go down to the 4-hour chart on Brent, so you can see what we see. The market is in a channel right now. Okay, this may look like a valid wave bottom, but I will not take this. I will rather wait for the market to turn around, give me a wave top situation somewhere in this region. Okay, and then take the ride down. So let's have a look at natural gas here. So this is natural gas on the monthly chart. So the market is in a steep and steady decline. What we are seeing here right now is just a retracement. So the question now is, where are you going to take your retracement from? Are you going to take it from this point, or are you going to take it from this point? But because it's so strange and weird, the shape, I'm just going to take it from here. Okay, take it from this point. So the MACD is showing a steep downtrend. It's cross, giving me a dead cross here. So what you are seeing here is a retracement. Okay, so in a situation like this, I'm going to keep my eye out on the 38% retracement area and also on the 55. So let's go to the weekly chart. So that means that this move, it's bullish right now. So it's okay to think of buying right now. There's nothing wrong with that, because this is the weekly chart. Once it begins to halt and hesitate and want to turn around, you will know. But bear in mind that there's a very strong area of resistance here. So I'm suspecting that the 38% area might be a more logical area for the market to turn around here. But that's up to the market, because right now on the weekly chart, the MACD is crossed and showing signs of strength. Okay, and this bull run looks very strong as well. So let's go to the daily chart and see what we see. So on the daily chart, you can see here that a wave bottom situation has started this very nice bull run here. So whoever saw this and entered it somewhere around here would have made a whole lot of money. Okay, so the only way I can think of entering this trade now is not to go in for a buy, okay, but to consider waiting for signs of reversal at this area here, the 38%. And if it doesn't reverse, okay, definitely it might show a little bit of hesitation. If it does that, if it hesitates and continues upward, then I know that the 55% area will be the most logical place, and then I can think of entering this market for a buy. But if not, I'm going to wait and see what is going to happen around here. Okay, so that's it for natural gas. Now I'm going to have a look at some stocks. Okay guys, now I'm on the SPX 500 monthly chart, and based on what I'm seeing, I will have to say that this was a third wave. Okay, so right now we are in a sort of a fourth wave. Most of the time when you see gyrations like this, it's usually a fourth wave. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing, it looks like this bull run is over for now. So there's the possibility of price going down for a bit, but since we are more or less day traders, we are going to have a look um, by going down the charts. So if you were to ask me that what would you do in this situation, I will tell you that I will actually expect a little bit of momentum push, okay, to at the very least this area here. And that's good if you're a day trader because you can still make some profit there. So even if the market decides it wants to um, turn and start heading down, at least you will know, okay, because it will give you ample warning. So what I'm seeing on the weekly chart is right now it's a short-term bull run, but at least it's bullish. So let's go down to the daily chart and have a look. So on the daily chart, you can see here a series of wave bottoms. We had one here, and then we had another one here, and then we had the third one. So if we were to plot the APAC on just the smallest one, see, so at the very least, like I said, we have targets up to the first and second profit levels, okay? So that's 30, 20.7, okay? So right now we are thinking short-term buy, okay? So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. Now, how are you going to enter this trade? It's very simple. You see how the market keeps gyrating and then stepping back up, okay? Retracing its steps. That is why I set this alert here. So what I'm waiting for now is simply for the market to retrace, okay? So I'm looking at MACD. It's beginning to cross and head down, and I'm waiting for a retracement to the 55% area. So the best way to take this trade would be to watch it from the 1-hour chart. The reason why I'm watching it from the 1-hour chart is so that this retracement, sometimes it halts at the 38% area, other times it will go down to the 55, other times it will go right down to even 79. So what I'm waiting for is just for the market to turn around, okay? It doesn't really matter whether it's 38 or 55. You are watching the signs here. So once the MACD crosses and gives you a golden cross to the upside, you know that the retracement is over, okay? But of course, you can just keep your eye on these retracement levels, the 38 and the 55. I placed an alert on the 55% area, okay? And I'll be watching this week. So once the retracement is over, I'm going to give an order to buy, okay? So let's have a look at another stock, the DAX30. This is the monthly chart. So there are different ways you can see this. I could tell you that this is a first wave, second, and then the start of a third wave here because of what MACD is saying, but there's a cross here, okay? So in a situation like this where it's hard to read the chart, I'm going to go with what I know. There's a pronounced hammer bar here, okay? And there's an EMA crossover here. So right now, this candle is bullish right after a hammer bar. So I'm just going to concentrate on this area. So I'm going to tell you that I'm looking for a short-term bull situation, okay? So in other words, I'm thinking of buying. So on the weekly chart, we see something else. The market went up here, retraced, and it's going up. So I'm looking at this area as a possible area of retracement, either here or here, okay, of price being resisted. So when the charts are confusing like that, you either don't trade that chart or you just go along with what you can understand. So we have a very good wave bottom situation here, and right now currently we are in the third wave. So at the very least, we expect price to get up to where this to this previous level here of resistance. So going to the daily chart, we see this. So this is the wave bottom I was talking about. You can see that the market is trending strongly toward the first target right now. So worst case scenario, first, second target, okay, maybe even the third, and then it will give you a sign that it wants to reverse. So it's okay to think of buying even on the short term here. This is not a counter trend actually, okay. At least on the daily chart, the trend is bullish. MACD is crossed and facing up. We have a valid wave bottom here. The EMA crossed here. This is a valid trade, okay, very good trade. And because this is the third wave, we're expecting a little bit of gyration around here in the fourth, and then the last and final push to the fifth, and probably a reversal to happen somewhere between the third and fourth target, or maybe not. But let's look at it from a small point of view, an intraday point of view now. So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. So how am I going to get into this trade? Okay, the best thing to do is to still take a retracement. Okay, let's take a retracement from this point because we see a smaller wave bottom situation here. So we always take it from the third wave, and see, so because of the way the market is retracing shallow, the retracements are shallow, I would think that this move may not exceed the 38% region. Okay, it may not even get to 38%, it may be at 23.6%, but either way, the best way to wait for an opportunity to get in here is on probably the 1-hour chart. Okay, so you wait for a retracement, and then you wait for all these signs to show a wave bottom to show here, MACD to give you a golden cross and trend up, and then you get a crossover alert like this, and then you go long. Okay, so on the DAX30, we are waiting for a retracement on the 1-hour chart. Let's have a look at the last stock I'll be analyzing today, the FTSE 100. This is the monthly chart. Okay, so same thing as the other one, we are just going to concentrate on what's going on here. So even if I tell you that this is the first wave, second, and the beginning of a third, let's not think about that. Let's concentrate on this area. This bullish candle that is forming right now is a retracement of this move. At least we know that the markets, when they retrace, they usually like to retrace 50-55% to 60%. So if I were to take a retracement value here, from here to this point, you see where I marked the alert bid there, that is where the 55% region is. So let's go down to the daily chart and see. So right now, this market may turn around at the 38%, okay, and if it does that, no problem. You wait for a wave top, you wait for the MACD to cross and head down, you wait for the EMA crossover, and you place a sell. But if not, you can still go for a short-term buy here. Okay, at least it's good for an intraday trade. So let's go down to the 4-hour chart and see. So this is what is going on the 4-hour chart. Okay, we have our wave bottom situation here. This is the third wave, and we are now gyrating in the fourth wave. So at least there's one more push up. Okay, and this looks like, if the market were to kick in on Monday, it looks like a good area to buy, but we don't know what's going to happen when the markets open. So the best thing to do is wait. Okay, so I will, and this, we have a small wave bottom situation here. Okay, so I will wait for a retracement of this move. So when the market retraces down, okay, and for this particular one, I may probably go lower, 30 minutes or even the 15 minutes. Yeah, the 30 minutes, it's okay. The reason why I go so low is so that I can see when the MACD actually gives a crossover. Okay, it's easier to see it in this instance. It's easier to see it on the 30-minute chart. So we wait for the retracement down, and that will surely happen. So we can actually take a retracement from this level here and wait for it somewhere in this region. I'm going to place an alert there. Okay, so we wait for the retracement to this level. Okay, and then when we have all the parameters in place, then we can now decide to go for our short-term bull or long trade. So there you go, guys, an analysis of different trading vehicles aside from the forex. So don't be afraid to use the wave trader system to trade options, stock, crypto, or anything else. As long as it moves, the wave calculator and the wave trader system works beautifully. So I hope that this video was instructional for you guys, and I think you should watch it a couple of times so you can understand my thought processes and begin to make use of it for yourself. Thank you very much, and happy trading week, guys.